Alright, everyone, my name is Mowmaster. Welcome back to All the Mods 10. It's been after the holiday so far. Holiday went well. Lots of food, lots of pie. And yeah, so I am again recording this, a few hours before it's supposed to go up. So always a good time. Recording this, the night after holiday. So, yep. And yeah, so I'll recap the holiday real quick just because, it's kind of the most recent thing. Long story short, I made pie. I was told to bring pie to a family get together, and I decided I'm going to experiment with pie because I like to experiment with things. I did make a traditional pumpkin and a traditional apple pie, but I wanted to experiment a little bit. I like bite-sized things. My wife is also a fan of bite-sized things. I say bite-sized, but really in reality, it's like 4 bites is what these ended up being. But you take a muffin tin, you put some pie dough in it, and then you fill it full of pie filling. So I made miniature apples and miniature pumpkin pies. And for the apple pie, it was actually really simple. I took maybe too much juice. I took about 12 cups of apple juice. This is store-bought from concentrate, added water. So really I was just boiling the water back out of it is what it amounted to. But yeah, store-bought juice. To be fair, this juice was like 4 years old. It's been in my cabinet for way too long, and it didn't smell bad. It didn't smell like it was fermenting or anything. So I'm like, it's probably fine. But I boiled the shit out of it anyway. And added a little cornstarch to it to make it a actual sauce. 12 cups turned into about 2 cups of sauce, which is probably a little too far. I probably should have not reduced it that far. Or maybe should have reduced it to 8, or not to 8, to 4 cups instead of a 2. Actually, it was even less than 2 technically, but that's beside the point. But yeah, so I reduced it quite a bit, and made a little sauce out of it, or I guess a paste really is what it's amounted to, and added that to apples and little apples, like little apples, like little squares, probably maybe like 3/16 to a quarter inch. So it'd be for the metric folks, it'd be maybe half a centimeter by half a centimeter, maybe. Or half a centimeter cubed, I should say. So I don't know, whatever my mandolin maximum length is, which I also used for the regular traditional apple pie. I just sliced them that thin for the traditional apple pie because you want them all the same thickness so they cook evenly. So I used the mandolin for that. But yeah, for the mini one, I basically mandolin them into slices, mandolin the slices into sticks, and I just chopped the sticks by hand into cubes. So the cubes were a little lopsided, not all the same size, but it worked out well. Little hand pies, basically. Pick it up with a couple fingers and 4 bites and it's gone. The apple pies are actually a fairly decent success. People tried them and liked them. They were a bit tart and a bit too sweet in my opinion, just because the apple juice got reduced down way too far, I think. But it wasn't all that bad, and people actually enjoyed them. I made kind of 9 test ones, and I came home with none. So I would say that's a success. And then the mini apple pies, or the mini pumpkin pies, I did have to pawn off 5 of them onto my parents. But I did make like 2 trays of them, so like 24, 25 of them. And, at the end of the day, there's only 5 left. And honestly, I only ate 4 of them myself. So I know my wife had a couple, and then the rest of the family ate the rest of them. So those actually turned out to be a pretty good success. I think a lot of people like the crust bits more than the pie filling. But not to say that the traditional pumpkin pie wasn't a success either. I almost didn't come home with half of it. But no, I ended up coming home with about half the pumpkin pie, and the apple pie I think only had 2 slices out of it, traditional apple pie. Traditional pie size or whatever. So yeah, I would say I had a very pie-full success. Next year, I think the mini pies, and the mini pies again, it was just a reduced apple juice thickened with starch, and then you add your cubed apples to it. There's a thing where you can reduce the amount of water in your apples to help keep them a little bit crispy. I did that to all my apples. Basically, you hit them with all the sugar and spices that you're gonna put in your apple pie, and you let them sit out in a colander or a strainer for an hour or so. They will soften slightly. Again, this is after you put them in a bath of something acidic, right, like lemon juice, or I used apple cider vinegar in this case, which helps keep them looking fresh still. so they don't get too brown or anything. And yeah, so I washed them. I dredged them in the sugar solution and spices. Let them set for about an hour. Both the small little chunks and the slices, and yeah, so they soften up nicely, and then make a pie out of it. So, and then for the traditional apple pie, I technically cheated as well. I took all the juices that had seeped out from the slices, and I made those into a kind of a sugar syrup of sorts. I did add a regular apple juice. We have like I think these little mini. I think they're like 4 or 5 ounces, like for kids basically. But as a snack, it's nice to have one as an adult. So yeah, put one of those in there just to give me more sauce basically, because the juices out of the apples were less than a cup, so not a whole lot really. Maybe 300 mils worth. Maybe, not even, maybe. I'm trying to think millimeters wise, because my teapot holds about 750. So actually 300 is probably too much. It's probably 150, 200 mils. So yeah, I added basically another. I basically doubled it with the apple juice, and then again kind of boiled it down just a tiny bit, but I mainly just directly added cornstarch to it to thicken it up so I'd have enough sauce for the apple pie. So yeah, I throw the apples in. They're bled of their juices, and then already pre-seasoned with the spices and whatnot, and threw the sauce in on top. Let the sauce fill all the gaps. Baked it for, I think the recipe said 70 minutes, which basically just helps reduce the sauce even further, so your apple pie is not like soggy or anything. And yeah, it actually turned out pretty good. So not too bad, not bad. But yeah, so it was a pie. It was a smashing success, if you could say, I suppose. But yeah, so everyone liked the pies. Definitely gonna make the small pies again next year. I think those were a huge hit, and yeah, so that was it was a good holiday. Good holiday. All right. Anywho, enough of the holiday stuff. Let's get into the stuff. Yeah. So last time we touched on generation, mainly for our little rock generation here. It is nice that the oil generator will pause itself when it detects that it can't push any more energy into the lines. So that is really nice. But yeah, so our passive energy gen is pretty slow. And so I'm thinking we need to look into a better solution. And I looked up a few other solutions there. We talked about thermal electrics. We do have a little bit of Constantin, but it's definitely not enough. Actually, it might be enough now that I have the engineer's hammer. I just have the hammer. What is this thing called? At IMM. The heck? The heck? Okay, those. Oh, I have some spools. Well, crap. Oh well. I made extra. It's fine. Oh, I need steel too. I don't think I have any steel. I do not. Ooh, maybe. Maybe we have some steel. Does this break down? No, it does not. Sad. Sad day. Very sad day. Okay. There's a way to make steel dust. Ah, yeah, copper and iron with a hammer. Oh, I don't have a hammer anymore. I don't have all the mods hammer. Poopy. Oh well, it is what it is. Shame. Yeah. So I was gonna make a thermal electric, but as you can see, we're a little bit shy on that. Also, I'm not sure these produce a super amount. I don't have much uranium to make a block out of it, so I don't know if that's going to work out as well. I looked for another option. This is only for AE. It generates AE resonance, which we might use later, so I'm going to keep that pinned. Oh, yeah, I don't need the kiln block anymore because we have a solution around that. Magnetic, so generators galore as a magnetic. The only issue is you need, to get here, you need the obsidian, the diamond, the gold, the iron, the copper, the furnace, and at the end of that, what does it make? A rate of 40 FE a tick, max of 512, max energy buffers 500, half a mil basically, and it takes lava obviously. The reason why the lava was nice is functional storage has a dripping upgrade, so you can make like a lava generator. I don't know how fast it is. I would hope it's as fast as their water generator, but probably not realistically. But yeah, so they have a lava generator option, and I'm just like, that would be kind of cool, actually. But, yeah, so that was an idea, but it's only going to make 40 a tick. 40 a tick's pretty slow, and I'd want probably 10 of these, realistically, for 400 a tick, which would be a lot better. The only problem with that is, well, 40 a tick is how much a second? It'd be 800 a second, and we need 64,000. So, you know, I would want probably 8 minimum, 8 to 10 of these probably would be ideal. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't have the materials for that. That's like 2 stacks of diamonds, 2 stacks of gold, 2 stacks of iron, 2 stacks of copper, 2 stacks of obsidian, which we actually do have. And a bunch of redstone, which I definitely don't have. So, yeah, that was way out of scope. Direwolf has some of these things. I don't know how much they generate. I can't imagine much because it's a simple generator. And this is a lava generating one. The only problem is the blaze gold is a little bit painful to get a hold of because you need this stuff, which comes from here, which comes from this crap, which this block is not as painful as it used to be. The netherwort, honestly, is the hardest part with this. And yeah, I do actually have netherwort now. Oh, but I need the primal goo. Do I not have... This is the primal goo. And luckily with the goo mod, or Dyer's things, you can make it work out where, like, the Blaze one will still make the same thing the primal one will. So it's basically just a direct upgrade, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so we could go this route, but if I remember correctly, this stuff is a pain in the rear to get a hold of. Yeah, it's gold. So it's, and you have a pretty... I haven't tried it with fortune. We should probably try it with fortune. We'll have just enough gold to do one of these. It does need a food item. I think it might be flesh. I don't know for certain though. I don't know if maybe each blazer one has, maybe each tier has a different food item. Netherwort. Blaze. Is it the ingredients? Is that why? Netherwort and blaze. Okay. That's not bad. So yeah, you feed it one of the food items that you have, and then you throw your block on it or whatever it is, and it will start to take over that block, and it'll convert it into whatever you're trying to make. It's kind of a cool little system where it's kind of a cool little system. Not pedestals. Effect scrolls had a similar thing, where effect scrolls had a custom colored amethyst block basically, and it would convert items, or it would convert other blocks basically into stuff. I guess this is a really nice way to show that process. How did I show that process? I think I showed it in a similar manner as well. But yeah, I mean, this is just a real simple GUI. This plus this equals this type thing. Oh, interesting. How the hell do you get one of these? I don't even know how to get a blaze ember. Okay. Anyways, there we go. We have the bit. And, okay, fortune doesn't actually matter, apparently. But yeah, these will give you anywhere between like 2 and 4 so far is what I've found. For the different like materials that you can get out of it. I think we got lucky and got 4. So it is enough to make the simple fuel generator, barely. But a lot of times I get unlucky and I get like 2 of them out of it. And I'm just like, well, that sucks. So I guess we'll actually make the simple fuel generator. We'll see what it's like. As you notice, I have some crystallized lava. The reason why is I wanted some way to... I have an idea for what I want to do for the generation. You might notice it in there before the lava drip upgrade. But that might be our solution, is a very simple generator that that produces a little bit of power passively, but you can ramp it up by feeding it fuel sources. So that's a secondary option, which is also why we have these pipes. But yeah, that was just a secondary option that I was looking into. But, you know, we'll try this out. Just, you know, give it a whirl. Move my bucket back. Make some more buckets. And we'll try this out again. Simple generator. Okay. And the nice thing... Oh, crap. What did I do that for? I guess we'll just plop it, like, here for now. Let's pull this out. Air? Oh, because there's no fluid in there. Why would you put... I mean, I guess air, maybe, but... Whatever. I'll throw this down. I can throw a stack in here. It's not instant. Okay, that's good to know. No, does it need a fuel thing below it to work still? Or oh, it needs a tank below it to work. What's the thing called? Is it just called a tank? I mean, I guess it makes sense that it would require that. I mean, that is the formation and how it works, but yeah, that's exactly what it needs. Right, just throw it in here. 5 seconds, okay, for 1,000. There we go. So yeah, every 5 seconds this would produce one, I guess. How do I give it... The fuck? The fuck? Okay, I'm assuming... I'll just pull these fluid pipes out. I'm assuming I can just go like here, there, there. Doink. What? What is going on? No, you can't be. You can't be serious. Come on, Dyer. This has to use lava. No. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Water. Water. Oh, my screen gets all weird when this happens. Oh, water. I'm an idiot. Okay. I'll just throw this in the middle somewhere for now. What the fudge, Dyer? What the actual fudge? I am very confused as to why this wouldn't work. It's set to pull every tick. It's set to go here. Why you no go? Why you not work? Alright, well, clearly this is a waste of my life. Well, sort of a waste of my life. Alright, well that's kind of a bust, I guess. I thought... Unless it's something weird where it's like, it must go in the bottom? Unless it's, it can't pull out of here, but that would be silly. Very confused. I thought it was supposed to be simple. It ain't simple, Dyer. It's not very simple at all. I have no idea what's wrong. In the off chance it's like it can't. Okay. Well, I don't know what's wrong with that. Failed attempt at a generator. All right. Anyways, the last resort idea that I had was make a whole bunch of these doohickeys. They're fairly cheap. You know what? I don't know if I have osmium. OS. Yeah, I may not have a lot of that. Yeah, I have enough that I can just do this and not care. Who cares? All right, I want to make at least one of these first, because I can't remember how much they produce at max. I think it's minimal. I know for a fact it's minimal. But you can like lava log them basically. So first of all, well, there's that. Dirt. Really? I just want to place a block underneath. Thank you. Okay, so the first of all is I can do this, which will give me some passive gen 1.6. Okay. Take that away. And we're producing 0. If I lava log this, which means now there should be lava underneath as well as inside, we're making... Oh, actually, that's a fair bit more than I remember. Is it supposed to be that much? I don't remember it being quite that much. That's kind of insane. Okay, so I'll take another bucket here. And we'll throw one on top. And now we're making 38 a tick. That's actually... That's as much as the freaking magmatic gen, but passively. Almost as much as the magmatic gen, but passively. That's kind of insane. And, if I remember correctly... Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 300 a tick. Insanity. Now, it burns through it very quickly. But absolute insanity how much you can generate with this. So yeah, literally 10 of these and we would be sitting pretty good with that. Oh, that's wild. That is insanely wild. That I honestly, I could have swore it only produced like one per side, like one tick per side or something. So I could have swore it was like under 10. The fact that it's 40. Oh, that makes me happier than I could ever imagine. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to set up like a stack of these or something, but no. This is literally the potentially the cheapest. Oh, that is so insane to me how cheap that is. I almost just want to get rid of the freaking water wheel because it's like I don't need it really. I mean, this is enough passive power gen to keep me for a while, honestly. Um, I mean, I'm gonna keep this around because I can, but I kind of just break this up even because I really don't need that. That's absolutely absurd to me. Yeah, I'm gonna break this just because I want to take it with me, and I clearly do not need nearly as many lava buckets as I thought I would. And we'll patch that hole up. I suppose I will patch this hole up as well. Oh god! Oh, that was so close. I'll need another bucket for that. But no, that should... And the reason why for the universal pipes, right, is I could insert items into it later. Potentially. Actually, no, maybe. No, probably not actually. Because if I'm extracting... Well, hold on. Let's look at those again. Ooh, I need iron. Yikes. Okay, that's actually the hold up here. Okay, so if I do this and have some sort of inventory, put that there, put that there. Fluids. How does this work? Can it only extract multiple things and insert multiple things? It can't do both actions, potentially? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, because like even pedestals can't, but it reduces the side. That's my only issue. I guess I won't bother with the ability to insert items to crank out the energy. I'll just add more, because, to be fair, it is a fair bit of goody-goody stuff anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Honestly, I thought I was more prepared for this episode than I am. So another episode of Mo is not prepared for everything he wanted to do. Always a good time. But we have enough to at least get this started, which is always a good sign. So make a bunch more of these. 5, 6, technically 7 actually. So that might be a decent enough start that I don't have to worry too much. Okay, the other part is where do I want to put this so I won't burn my base down? I think over here might actually be the best place. Just because there's not a whole lot... Ooh, actually underneath would be ideal. The question becomes then, where exactly do we want to set up our strata production? I guess technically strata production could just be on this side. That'd be fine. Just wrap everything around. Unless I want to put strata production up there. No, not really. Because this is storage. That's storage. Production of stuff. Kind of work floor in here. My crazy as I need it type floor. Production of material there. Yeah, kind of wrapping strata production. So yeah, I could just throw it down here and we'd be fine. So let me just patch this in real quick. I'll probably end up digging some of this out anyway, but not a big deal. And let's do a little digging here. So patch that up, patch that up. Okay, so that's not what I meant to do. I was worried about that. Okay, so I'm looking here going, probably should throw a wall up here. I realistically only need like 10 of these things. So is this and this is not the lowest I need to go. Okay. So thoughts on things would be, if I did it here, I'd probably want that. Ooh. Yeah, we'd want to remove all these points. And then we want a block of lava on top as well, which I think would be fine. Do I want to use trap door? Let's use some trap doors, I think. Yeah, trapdoor, I think. I think would be good. I don't know why I came up here. Maybe trapdoor would not be a good option. Didn't think about that. We'll try out some of these. Okay, so I want to put, guess one of these here. And then we'll throw this on top. Technically, no. Yeah, we'll do that. So that should give us the ability to, oh yeah, I also need to put the pipe back. Actually, now that I think about it, do I just want energy pipes? Because I just have the energy pipes. I might use universals later for something else. Might be a good idea. So we'll do that. Which means that I can take this guy. Throw him inside. Yep, okay. And then go upstairs and grab the other generator that we have. Free it from its shackles. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. As long as I don't touch anything else, we should be fine. I'll probably want to do actually glass trapdoors all around. Recipes. Add that to my list. Make some more slabs. I think that's fine. Which also means that Oh, I guess I need to put one of these under so I can place it. Break that. Fill it full of lava, which I need my bucketer and my thinger. And then that's in there so I can get my lavas. Wait my 5-second timer. And I guess technically I do that. Do that. Oh, thank God, those was giving me that back. I guess theoretically I could get rid of this because I'll throw a cable in between, connect them. That's how we'll do that. And then we'll fill that. Place another one on top. Sweet, 2 of them going. We're making. Wait. Oh, because you're full. You don't produce when you're full. That makes sense. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. So I will just I'll just iterate through this a few times, and we'll come back when I get that done. So yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, everyone, we're back. I'm not entirely done with our setup, but pretty much done. I just thought I'd return nonetheless. But yeah, so got all the setups done. It's looking pretty good, honestly. We will place down our final bits of glass. Oh, frick. Hopefully that will all be placed the right way. I just want to make sure I have enough glass here to do. Yeah, I don't. I need more. Need more glass. Like 2 more? 1 more? Yeah, 2 more. Not bad. Oh, pretty close. Perfect. 1 more recipe's worth. Really? Make me jump down here and get it myself. For shame. Alright, yeah, the last buckets of lava, effectively. See if I can't burn my butt real quick. Wait, did that burn the cable that was there? Kind of whack. Is it trying to waterlog the cable and then because it was lava it voided it? I wonder if that's what happened. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Boom, boom. Cool, cool. Alright, that should be all the lava we need. I'll just throw some dirt in the holes. And in theory, we don't need all the excess lava here, but yeah, I should probably cover it up nonetheless. Ooh, this is gonna have to be a stone floor because this is already actually. Is that might be enough blocks away to keep that from starting on fire? I think fire spread's like 3 blocks or something, so that's getting pretty close. But no, this should be plenty of power for what we want to do, which is this. So I'm gonna just throw a button on top of here for now. Throw this block here. I'll throw on my little thinger thing. And wait. Oh, right, we need the lens, right? Boom, there we go. Not bad. Not Not at all. Alright, so we need a placer. Place. Auto placer, fluid placer. I think the auto placer would probably be ideal. Should be fairly easy to make. Oh, really? It's just the lapis we don't have. Lapis lazuli. Can I just remove the lens? I can. Perfect. That makes my life a lot easier. I don't know if I have enough for that. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm thinking. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Ideally, I should probably move that just to output directly into it. You know, actually, I probably could. I could probably rotate this sideways. Actually, no, I don't want to because it'd be better not to, ideally. And I have enough pipes I could do this anyway. But yeah, because I would just want to have a buffer that way. That way if I do need stone for whatever reason, we have stone. So we'll just do that. Import stone directly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then, yeah, this process gets a little bit faster for us. Oh, right, the lens. My button. Should have clicked with my book, I know. So I just want to test this real quick to see kind of what's our power situation look like. Clearly good on ore processing. Okay, so speed-wise, every 13 seconds. So honestly, if we could get this power, if we could get the power doubled, theoretically that would be more than enough power to power this as fast as the calcinator can calcinate. So actually not bad, considering this is already going at basically half the speed that we need it to. And it'll be honestly, I don't think speed. I'm trying to like min max here, and I don't think we need to min max because it's like we're getting 3 salts per, which is 15 seconds worth, which is basically we can run one full setup of making either ingots of some sort, basically, for the salts that we need. And this also produces, I mean, actually, you know what's bad about this? This also produces all the ore we need to make the ores that I was going to make anyway, because... So this creates that dilemma of, do I need this to make ores for me? Like, do I need this to dupe ores? But the other thing is too, right, like, that only give me 1 each, even with a fortune 3? The fudge? That's a rip-off and a half. Curious. Actually, realistically, you know what we could do? honestly, it takes 9 to 10 seconds to go. Like, it's already maxed out on fuel again before it's ready to pop. Oh, is that because there's a backlog of power right now? Yeah, that's why. Okay. Oh, I deactivate, which made it even longer. Okay. I'm looking at our buffer here. Because there's 10 generators which have it buffered, it's taking long enough that it's not really reducing it super much. Like, obviously, we're going to get to a point where it probably will. But then it only pulses when it needs to, right? So then... So what I'm trying to think is basically we set up a spell turret, right? We set up a spell turret with this spell. The spell's fairly cheap, to be completely honest with you. And the spell turret just does this the whole time. Like, easy to do, really. I could maybe even set up like a magnetic spell on it too, so it also pulls it into a chest or something. But yeah, this is like we're rocking and rolling now. This is where it's at. Yeah, so that is today's episode. We got the thing done for our ores. So basically, I think in the in between episode, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna set up a way to auto break this with a turret. Or maybe we'll come back and do the turret next episode. Yeah, we might do the turret next episode, but I'll do some mining and I'll do some progress in between. Now that I have a weekend to do all this, we'll do some progress in between the episodes, and then when we come back, we'll do the turret, and we'll also set up the remaining salts production as well. So this was just mainly to produce the mineral salt, and honestly, it's a pretty good way to do it with the cheap power and ores. So yeah, we'll set up the rest. We'll set up Strata officially. The Strata salts. I mean, we already have an ice generator running, right? So it's like the Strata's already done. It just needs to be set up into a calcinator to actually produce the salt. Because there's our ice generator right there. And then also our... So we got minerals. We got Strata, minerals. Oh, the plant farms. We need to get the potatoes hooked up so that it's producing. And actually, you know, that might be another good one. Dive into a faster way to produce crops. Because right now, our crop production is abysmally slow. What also would benefit that as well would be our source would be producing, which will be what will power our spell turret as well. So this whole growth and everything will all be linked into producing source, and then yeah, I think the whole system will just kind of feed itself, which would be kind of nice. And then after that, we can finally start getting busy with actually doing like setting up like permanent iron production, so we just have iron all the time instead of having to make it ourselves. So, but yeah, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at, which is cool. So at the end of the episode, just a quick life update on some things. We talked about the holiday event already, or not holiday event, but events during the holiday. We talked about that. Life event stuff. I have an interview tomorrow with a company that wants to hire me potentially to do some website design stuff. I have a feeling I won't get this job just because, I mean, it'd be cool if I did, but they want someone in office every day of the week. And honestly, if they're not going to pay me if they're not going to pay me above what I was already making, I don't want anything to do with it because the commute is like an hour and a half every day. No, actually, it'd be 3 hours total every day. So an 8-hour job plus 3 hours of commute, so 11 hours a day. I'll still get videos out and stuff. Like we'll still do videos, but that 3 hours is going to really cut into if I want to do any modding, and it'll be a programming gig. So at the same time, I don't know if I'll feel like doing any programming afterwards either. So it's definitely going to hurt the modding side of what we do here. But as far as playing Minecraft, I think we'll be just fine doing the series and whatnot. So So yeah, I don't think, like I said, I don't think it'll jeopardize the series. It will give me an opportunity to also live stream because I'll have an actual set schedule. So I'll know when I can do live streams and stuff. Having said that, though, 3 hours of commuting every day also means that there's a good chance that if we do live stream, it'll be like 4 hours or at most probably. And then yeah, I'll need to sleep for 8, and I'll have 1 hour of free time or something like that. So yeah, I don't know how that will work, but I doubt I'll get this job. I doubt they'll pay me like $30 an hour to piddle around and do programming stuff. If they do, hell yeah, we'll put up with it for 1 or 2 years, make bank, and then maybe quit and find another job or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting. Definitely an interesting post. If I get it, great. If I don't, no big deal. I mean, if I can get a year or two of wages out of it at $30 an hour or more, that'd be huge for me because they're also offering benefits and stuff. So $30 an hour plus benefits. I mean, that's really $10 an hour more than I need to survive. Actually, $15 more than I need to survive technically, but I'm sure $10 an hour more than what it'll cost to have benefits and stuff. Because usually in America, you gotta pay for your healthcare even if the job comes with benefits. So yeah, fun times. But yeah, so $10 an hour more every week. That's what, 400 a week extra. 1600 a month extra. So if I could put up with it for 4 years, I'd pay for my house in full. And that would make cost of living for me. That would reduce my expenses by about $400 a month. So that'd bring me almost down to $1,000 a month for expenses and everything, basically. So yeah, if I put up with it for another 10 years, I could maybe just retire at that point because I'd build up another 100K, and then that'd be enough for 100 months. I mean, retirement maybe wouldn't be quite there for sure, but it'd definitely be a good amount of savings for surviving. But yeah, I don't know. We'll put up with it if we do, but like I said, I doubt we'll get it because it's unlikely. And then Monday's episode will come out, and then I will have an interview, or no, I'll get a phone call back on Monday for the interview I did earlier this week. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to that Monday call because that would be a job that would be more customer service oriented, so more like little to no programming realistically, and that job could translate into a programming gig eventually, but it'd be like data collection and reporting, which honestly I really enjoy data collection and reporting. It's and it'd be me kind of setting up the framework for their data collection and reporting as well. And making websites that are reporting stuff is pretty fun. It's the all the other junk that comes with it that's boring. And I don't know. And maybe at that point I would be excited to do programming again. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, every job I feel good about always seems to be the job that I don't get. So yeah. I've also looked at other remote positions as well within my area. A lot of banks are hiring. There's actually a fair bit of data positions in the two larger towns. The large town near me, not a whole lot of options, but there's a couple of actually 3 other college towns in our state, and all of them are looking for data people, but they want them to work in the office, so not remote. Some are hybrid remotes where you like only need to be office 1 or 2 days a week. That wouldn't be all that bad, especially this job. If they're willing to pay me $25 to $30 an hour and only report to the office once or twice a week, that would be perfectly fine, honestly. Even if I'm making a little bit less, to be able to work at home still would be nice. Even if I have to go in once or twice a week, that wouldn't be the worst thing. I would definitely cut it down on the commuting cost mainly is what I'm looking at. But yeah, if I have to go in every day, I want the full wage and then some, basically, because commuting is going to cost me a fair bit, to be honest. And honestly, if I was making the 30 hours or $30 an hour plus, I could basically afford to buy a Tesla or an electric car, realistically. And then I'm paying less for the commute that way, and it's a little bit safer because it has some of those onboard safety features. And we have a lot of animals that like to cross the road, a little bit of Frogger,
So having a system that could help check, especially when I'm driving home late at night, that'd be nice as well. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the future brings. But yeah, we'll see you folks in the next episode on Monday. I'll try to get some stuff done over the weekend so we have a little bit more content to work with. But yeah, it's kind of fun looking at all the different generator options that is available. I've skipped over Power. I've skipped over Mechanism, and I've skipped over Mind Factory Reloaded. Iron Generators actually did have another generator option. Um, the Rainbow Generator, but you have to make all the other generators. The problem with that being is Iron Furnaces is the mod, isn't it? The problem is I don't know if that includes all the Modium custom ones. If that's the case, that's gonna really suck because they're kind of expensive, right? And not only that, to make the stupid generator cost all the other generators too. So yeah, this is a cool option. I would like to maybe attempt this at some point in the series, but as of right now, that's not happening anytime soon. But yeah, that's always a fun little generator to get going for sure. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Bye.